Hello YouTube friends, we're back with the second day of the K guitar repair. If you recall, in the first segment we fixed this crack here, and I've still got the clamp on the inside, or the I guess you would say the post on the inside that's pushing up. So I'm going to take this out and hopefully we've had success here. Feels like it's glued there, and the inside feels like it's glued. So I would say it feels like we did a good job on that. Looking down the top, it looks like it's good and flat, so I'd say we had a pretty good success on that one. Now I'm going to take a little bit of linseed oil and clean that up, just to kind of, because the crack looks a little dry, and this will moisten up the crack a little bit and that bare wood, and give it a little bit of protection and make it look good. It won't hardly show up that way. Okay. Turn the camera down where you can see what I'm doing. Put just a little bit of linseed oil on my rag, and I'm wiping it into this crack, and my gosh, the crack just disappeared before my eyes. Literally. This scratch. There used to be a real big scratch right in here, and I don't even see it now. I'm looking with my eyes, so I doubt it will show up on the camera. And basically I'm going to do the same thing right here on this crack, although this one's going to show up. There's no question that, I mean, there's no way you're going to hide this completely because it's too deep, but sure does make it look better. And it never hurts to put a little linseed oil on all the bare wood, so that makes that wood keep from drying and cracking so much. And we might as well just go ahead and put a little bit on the fretboard too. Fretboard might need a little bit of dusting off, cleaning off. Well, that really looks a lot better. You can see down here that big long scratch is pretty much covered up and gone. You can still see a little bit of it if I turn it sideways like that, but it looks really good compared to the way it did look. And you can see the crack up here is much better. It's flat now. You don't feel a big, it was dented in. There was a dished out place there, and now I've got that level, and the brace is tight on the inside, so we're good to go. I put larger holes here so we can get some strings in it now. So I guess we'll string her up and see how she holds up. We're going to go with light strings on this. These are the Martin Marquis Phosphor Bronze Light, which is the 2100 series. And my belief on strings, and I used to sell probably more strings than anybody in Missouri at one time. That's actually how I kind of came up with the name Rosa String Works. My belief on strings is that if you can tell the difference from one brand to the other, all things being equal, in other words, you got light strings, they're all phosphor bronze, and you know, well-made strings, of course, like from reputable companies. If you can tell the difference by sound, you've got way better hearing than I do, and probably better hearing than a dog. So my belief is, put on a good set of strings, make them phosphor bronze, and make them fit your guitar, whether they're lights or mediums. And it really doesn't make too much difference what brand they are, in my opinion. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there cringing at that remark, but I'm telling you, I've sold them all, I've tried them all, I've played them all. And there's not hardly any difference between the different brands when it comes to, you know, good quality phosphor bronze strings. Why do I recommend phosphor bronze over other kinds? Well, phosphor bronze is generally lasts longer for most people, and it has a very good sound, so it's probably about the best you're going to do. Some of these coated strings are very good. I won't profess to be the expert on the coated strings. My own issue with coated strings is that the coating comes off fairly quickly if you play aggressive like I do. So I don't generally use the coated strings myself. You can see I have a little holder here for holding the pins, and this is set like this, which is the shape of your kind of just a mock shape of a general bridge, and I always put them on here. I have enough for extra sets in case I'm working on more than one guitar or in case I've got a 12 string. But that keeps the pins in order that they came out of the guitar. 99 times out of 100 that doesn't matter, but on some guitars it does matter. So I just keep them in the same order, and then that way I don't have to deal with it. Plus, putting them in that little holder keeps them from getting lost and rolling all over the place, falling on the floor, etc., etc. So it's just a handy little deal. These definitely go in there a lot easier than they came out. It was very hard getting these strings out of these holes. The holes were just too small. In another video sometime, we'll give you detailed instructions on how I put strings on. It's probably about the easiest way and a very reliable way to put the strings on where they will stay and stay in tune. And it's pretty quick, as you can tell, because I'm almost got them all on here. And yeah, I could be using a string winder. That would probably make it a little bit faster. Okay, just need to find a pick so that we can Tune her up. Tuned them all about 10 cents high and stretched them just a little bit now. I believe we've had success. Guitar action on this guitar is a little bit high, but the neck angle's just a little bit wrong, and not much we can do about that. We could lower this saddle down just a little bit more. Wouldn't hurt anything if it was a hair lower. But that wasn't my goal here. My goal was just to fix this and get it back to the customer. So I believe we've got her fixed. Hope you enjoyed this video.